Hi everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own gripper frame. So this is what I have, this one piece of gripper on here. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. It has to curve around. I'm actually going to take this piece off because I had started this months and months ago and then decided I didn't want that size. So the one I'm going to actually do is much larger here. So I'm going to need that piece. This is just a picture frame from a thrift store. You can see the insert here and where that brown craft paper was on the back. So it was some kind of art was framed in here, but not when I got it. It's just empty. So the important thing is it's flat. As you can see on the top, it's flat. The indent is in the back, which that doesn't bother me. I just need this flat surface. The other thing I have is the gripper strip. You get a 40-inch piece. I got this from Etsy. I'm going to put a link below for the site that I got it from. Howard Brush Company is where I got it. And it's supposed to be seconds, but I honestly can't find anything wrong with it, so I don't know what it is, why it's a second. But anyway, here is the little teeth, as you can see. I'll cover my face. That's what grips it. They're sharp. And they are little pieces of metal you can see going through the back. So the part of this that's not fun is taking those little pieces of metal out where you have to cut it. So I'm going to show you here. First thing I have to do is measure where I want to cut. So I'm going to put it here. And then I'm going to mark that. And then I'm going to do it again for the other end. This is very prickly. Catches on your clothes and everything. And I'm going to turn it. And I'm going to do long ways, which I'm not going to be able to do the full length because I'm going to run out. As you see here, I don't have a lot left on that end. That's where this other piece is going to come in handy. I'm going to pull it off of the other one and put it on here. Okay, so the other ones went to there, and this is going to go here. I'm going to mark that. So I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to mark that. And then when I add what's left of that in with this, I will have enough for the other side. And actually I can move this back a little bit. Put little arrows there. So now that I've got it marked, you could cut right through this with a power saw. Like if you had, I've done it before with a scroll saw, but you're actually cutting these pieces of metal. So I don't recommend that. So what I'm going to do is a bit more tedious, and I'm going to take this tool, which is like a dental tool, but you could also just use tweezers or a thick needle. And what I'm going to do is lift up these little metal pieces and hook from there and pull them out. You see, I've pulled them out. They're just little staples. I'll lay some on my hand and see if you can see it without them falling out of my hand. Hopefully you can see that. So this is going to take a while. So you want to get everything ready. I'm going to actually mark this on the back too. And what I want to do is at least a 1/2 inch clearance here, and I'm going to pull out everything in between these two marks, and then I can cut it. So I'm going to get to work pulling all these out, and then I'll get back to you. I won't bore you because it's going to take a while. You can do, I'm trying to do 3 at a time, which might be easier if I do 2 at a time, but anyway, I'll figure it out. So I'm going to pull all these out and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've just taken these out. You can see I have an empty space now. And I don't know if you can see here. There's a lot. Let's see if I can get it. I can't. The tripod's behind the table, so I can't get it any closer. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, this is actually, I forgot to tell you, this is rubber that the gripper strip is made of. So I'm going to take an X-Acto knife. I'm going to try this and see if I can get through it. I may have to use scissors. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to use my scissors. Oh, no, it did cut through. Okay. It started it. I'll just finish it with the scissors. These are not my sewing scissors. Okay, so now I have this piece, and I'm going to put it on the frame. Let me clear my workspace here a little bit. You might want to, if you have a little magnet dish, these are little teeny tiny staples. I'll show you how much came out. And that was only like a 1/2 inch area, and that's how many came out. So you might want to have a little dish or something to put those in, which I didn't think about. So I'm going to put them in a little pile over there. And then I have a staple gun. Mine's a little very light duty staple gun. And there's staples in there. It works for me, but if you have a heavy duty one, that works too. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't have to be specific, doesn't have to be this staple gun, just any staple gun. Okay, so I'm loaded up. Get this out of the way. I'm just going to kind of measure here because this is going to be pieced with this one. Okay. So what I'm going to do, hopefully you can see this, I'm placing it half on, half off. There. What you want to make sure is that when you bend this, the teeth go out and not to the center of the frame, but to the outside of the frame. So you can see, hopefully you can see, they're on a little bit of an angle. So I want to make sure that they're angled out. So I'm just going to take this half on, half out. My staples are not going all the way in because I'm not enough pressure. Okay. Now I'm going to angle this up so you can see. Now I'm going to bend it over. And it hurts your hands. It's tough. And put some pressure on that. And there it is. So you can see how far apart I put them. I may go back and do one in between all those. So I'm going to go back down here. Put some more in here. And it really is that simple. That's how you make it. So I'm going to take this piece off, like I said, and I'm going to add it onto this side here. Get that in view. I'm going to take this off, just pop these off with a screwdriver, the staples, and then I'm going to staple it on there, and I'm going to go all the way around with the other piece after I get all the little needles taken out. It is tearing up my hands. I've got a little bit of blood, but it comes with it. That's kind of what you do to save money. So this was probably $1 for this frame at the thrift store. The 40 inches of gripper strip was, I think with tax and shipping, it was $26 or $27. So I have maybe $30 in this whole frame, and it's pretty large. I got it, decided to do this one. Okay, sorry about that, my camera cut off. So I wanted to tell you again that I'm going to put a link for this down below so that you can get it. And I think it was a number 5. He has different numbers on it, on the teeth, because it's also for rug hooking and punch needle. So if you read the description, or you may have to go to his website and it'll tell you which number to use for weaver's cloth. But I'm thinking that this was a number 5. I will look it up and put that, I'll insert that right up here above which number I ordered. Okay, so that's it. Happy punching, everybody. And if you want to save some money, this is a great way to do it, because a large frame this size would cost a whole lot more than $30. But you have to be willing to get some cuts and scratches, draw some blood, and get it done. All right. Happy punching, everybody. And I'll say goodbye. See ya. Okay, I decided to show you on video instead of just in the pictures. Here it is. It's all finished. So I did not have enough to go, like, to meet up right here in the corners, but I think it'll be fine because my other one is like that. It does, when I use the other one, sometimes the fabric will ease in a little bit, so you got to make sure you get it really tight in those corners, but it works. I don't want to spend another $26, $27 for 40 more inches when I only need that little bit. I think it'll be fine. So this is a budget way to make yourself a gripper frame. It's not for everybody. It tore up my knuckles, and that's because when I was pulling out the little things there, my knuckles were rubbing on the metal on the backing. So I ended up putting a Band-Aid on. Just something to keep in mind. So this is a way to save money, but again, like I said, it's not for everybody. I probably have 3 that cost me less than $100 to make all 3 of them. 3 different sizes. So that's it for today. In another video, I'll show you how to make a cover for this to protect your wrists and everything. And that's it. So, hey, happy punching. Bye, everybody. See you next time.